welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today on my channel we're going to take a look at a figure that I've been trying to hunt down for a while now. So this is definitely a figure that I'm hyped to share with you guys, and this one is called the G Creation Rebel, which is their pretty cool looking take on Prowl. So first up, as we always do on this channel, let's take a look at the packaging or the box, and we get this shiny Rebel on the front, and it says Creation produced by G Studio, and here we get the G Creation logo, Rebel, and then you get the little product shot there, which is really cool. Love these big ass guns, and you can see how awesome he looks already. And then here we get the Metal Series Strong Deformation. Nice. And on the side we get a bit more product shots. So he's a GDW-02 Rebel. And then on the back we get more product shots just showing him in his different forms, his robot forms, his armored car form, and then his actions. And then at the top we get some more product shots and a QR code, and the QR code will take you to the Weibo page for G Creation. On the side we get the same picture again as we did on this side, and then underneath we get another little thing I think is the same as we get on the top. So yeah, just flip sides really, but lovely box. Looks pretty cool. No don't eat your children signs, so obviously for this one you can eat all of your children while playing with this. That's fine, they don't have small parts. Also comes with this cool looking card here. Just get the focus. Really cool card with loads of writing on the back that there is absolutely no chance with my old eyes that I'm ever going to be able to read. So get your magnifying glasses out for the character bio on this one, because there is like no chance that I can read that at all. But we can see that his capability index, it's pretty cool. He's pretty intelligent, he has pretty good endurance, he has good speed, skill, strength, courage. His rank is a bit meh, and he has great firepower, but we do get two good product shots, and it is on the plastic, not the just a piece of card, so that's pretty cool. Then we also get inside this box, we then get these destructions as well that are in the fold out worksheet format rather than a book format that I really like. However, I will tell you now, you might as well just chuck them in the bin, because they are the worst destructions I have ever used in my life. Now let's take a look at this main event himself, and I have to say this is a beautiful looking alt mode. This is one of the main things that actually attracted me to it. It's so different to everything else. Hasbro, look at this. If you want to do a space version of Prowl, Smokescreen, whatever it is, this is it. This is supposed to be like an armored car. Looks like a little moon buggy. Look at the one that originally went to the moon and stuff like that. Just changed a little bit. I love it. I think this is such a cool looking car. If we look at all the molded detail, we have some really nice wheels. These wheels are rubber as well on the tires. So we have these three dots on here as well to give it like a really nice effect when it spins. We've got some nice exhaust pipes going the wrong way, so maybe they're supposed to be guns. Also, everything just looks really futuristic, really cool. These bits kind of, you do get some movement here at the back, so you can pose these things at the back however you want. Same with these exhausts, they can go flat or you can stick them up. Around the back just looks pretty sick the way that it is. The cockpit and the lights here, I think I would have liked these to have been translucent, but hey, I'll go with painted. It's pretty cool. And then same around this side, you can see all the molded detail with the blue paint apps as we go through it as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Police logo there, and then also the yellow kind of arrow on the front. Lovely big beefy bumper here. What a car rolls really nicely. So you can see there that because of the rubber tires, even on my plastic Studio, it does roll really well. Really nice car mode. Also comes with accessories. So the first accessory that we get here are these, which, you know, some of you will recognize this, will probably go on his shoulders when he's in his bot mode, but you can attach them into little pegs here, and then also little pegs here, so he has some extra firepower that also articulates when he's in this mode. And then also we get two guns. So we get one gun here, two guns here. I like my black and yellow together, as well as people know I already know I like my purple and black together, but I do also like my black and yellow together, and they can just attach on here at the back, so you can just fix. I swear they do just go on, I promise. This tab here goes into this tab here. Yeah, and then the same with the gun on the other side. So you get this little tab here, and they just fit onto the side there. And then you have your fully weaponized up vehicle mode that just looks pretty brutal. Okay, time for the comparison now, and let's start off comparing him to his Siege counterpart. And you can see that this dude is pretty damn big and a lot more impressive. Considering this is supposed to be a Cybertronian version, I would go with this for a Cybertronian version. Again, comparing it to the TT Honglai, which I reviewed the other day on this channel, you can see he's a lot bigger than that as well. Obviously this is more of an earth-based mode. And then also comparing him size-wise to your Masterpiece scale, I actually think he fits in probably better with your Masterpiece scale. And this is obviously the MP10G, and this is how he scales next to that. So now it's time for the transformation, and as much as I love both modes in this, I hate this. This is certainly the couple of times I've done it so far, not fun. And the destructions are horrifying. I spent about a good 15 minutes with them trying to look at them, and then I just went straight to a YouTube to work out how to do the transformation on this. So definitely thanks to Ben's Collectibles and MGO, because that's who I looked at to make sure that I could transform this correctly. So the first thing you need to start with here is you need to take off these two sections here, because then you will be able to get into the transformation itself. So we'll start round the back here, and you can flip up this section and flip up this section. I do this here because otherwise I'll probably forget to do this, and this does just complete the look at the end. Then you've got two tabs that are tabbed into here, so just pull this section apart here and this section apart here, and then you kind of loosen all of that off then. So we're going to do the legs first, and then we'll work up top. So you have these become the feet, and underneath it are some tabs. So lift this section up, then you can take this piece out there and fold it round. Actually, to clear everything up, slide this back in there. It'll just give you a little bit more room to maneuver here. So you can take this then, and then you can put the foot back down. You just need to remove that tab from out there. So the same on this side would be lift the foot up. You see things are a little bit, there we go. And then you can move this out to the side and then put the foot back down. At least you've got everything kind of moved out then. Okay, so now you've got the legs like this, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come around the side here and fold out these sections here. So if you release the foot there, and then you can fold this out, and you can fold the wheel out, then you can fold it back. This section here, got this little pin here, it needs to go all the way back after you've folded it down. So you fold it down, whole section, and then this pin needs to go back because it needs to tab into this section that's just there. So you see there, you got that tab there, so you'll just put this into that tab there. Then this section here can just fold around and fold. This big tab goes into this section here. There's a tab in there for it, so you'll see it goes around easy. Fold that section down, and there you have one leg done. So again, on this section, you release the foot here, that releases everything else, so that you can fold it out, bring it round, bring it back down, fold everything down here. So you see you've got this little joint here that just folds down. There we go. And then once we fold this down, we can then look to take this back. Everything is kind of stiff. I mean, it's great that it's so stiff, don't get me wrong. It does help if you put the wheel in the correct location. It is kind of tough to bring everything together, but it does tab in eventually, and then you can see the big tab there now, so that I can fold this in, bring it round to the side, and then I can see that tab, fold that down, and then whew, we've done it without breaking anything. We've managed to do the legs. Then we can start working just on the top bit here. So probably come around the front and just untab everything here. So this is all tabbed in. You can see there's pretty big tabs. At this point you can turn the gun around here, bring the arm forward, that'll loosen all of this off, and bring the arm through. This section here will just, this section here has some tabs underneath, so you need to make sure that they're tabbed out, and then you can bring it round here because this section just kind of sits really on top of this section and this section here. Then the front of this figure, now that everything's kind of loose, this section here will just pop forwards basically. So if you bring the tab off that, and then it'll just fold in, and then the same on the other side where you can just fold this in just to make that bumper a bit smaller, to bring this whole piece down so you can form the chest piece from that. The arms will just come forwards, oh, and come forwards as well if everything is untabbed. These sections here, so you've got this section here where you'll just bring it round and it just kind of folds round on itself then, so the arm will come. So this arm here, this section needs to almost fold round on itself to be able to bring the arm round, because all this section here all forms part of the arm. So this then folds down here to this round, and there's just enough clearance to bring it round just here, and then you can give it the look that you want. You can manipulate it round so you can have it slightly different, but they do sit there like that. And then the same with the other side, you can just fold that out. Just to give it a quick tidy up around the back, just make sure that you fold these two bits in here, and then this section just comes down there, and then you've got this kind of a little bit of a backpack, but I think it looks okay. It is a little bit backpacky, but it's not too bad. You've got the arms, and then finally the last thing we need to do is hold on to his crotch. This will become his crotch because it will pop off. Mine certainly did. But it will twist round as long as you make sure that everything is just right. Yeah, but hold on to it, otherwise it'll go flying across the room. And then we have our fully transformed Rebel, aka Prowl, and this is an absolute thing of beauty. I mean, look at all the molded detailing, everything that's going into this figure. I absolutely adore it. I think that this is exactly what your more Cybertronian version of Prowl should look like. In fact, this is one of the most impressive bots I feel now in my collection. Looking at this, do I like the transformation? Not entirely, but the end results of this figure are just so impressive. If we look at the head sculpt now, you can see that is a fantastic head sculpt for Prowl. Really nice. I would have liked to have maybe seen it come with a couple of different heads so that you get some different facial expressions, but that's my only down point here. Beautiful red paint on the top here. Moving down the chest, we have lots of beautiful molded detail and some red accents here as well on the side. The arms are incredible with these kind of gun things. These guns move as well, and his hands look great. The white, the red, the grays, so much detail, love and understanding gone into this thing. I absolutely adore it. This is slightly different. I think it's more of like a black than a grey, or an extremely dark grey that gives it a metallic look here. Absolutely amazing. The hip skirts look incredible with the blue, red and greys there as well, and I like the fact that here it almost looks like it's soft tubing to allow it to move more. It's incredible. The detailing here on the leg, yeah, they're a bitch to transform, but good lord, they give off incredible results. I absolutely think this is... Look at the back here as well. The back looks very nice. A little bit of a backpack, but hey, you know what? That doesn't bother me in the slightest. Looking at the articulation next. Articulation, the head is on a very posable ball joint all the way up, all the way down. You can do whatever you want with that. The arms go on a tilt at the top, a full... Can you get a full 360? No, you can't get a full 360 here at the top, unfortunately, but you can get a good extension, and you also get a good twist here at the elbow and a full-on almost overextension at the elbow as well. And the hands also articulate and move. We also get some articulation here as well, so you can actually have these kind of a little bit how you want. If you wanted them a little bit up, a little bit down, these all kind of move so you can get a different look for him, and the guns will articulate at this point as well. So yeah, a little bit of range of movement issues, but hey, I think it's acceptable. The waist, obviously you saw me do a full 360 on the waist. The waist is stiff as all hell, but you do get some waist action here, and you also can get some ab crunch out of this dude as well if you want. He does kind of maneuver up, so you can pull him up there, and then you can get some really nice ab crunches, but it does create a little bit of gap, and then you can push the body down as well, so you can get some really nice ab crunch and movement out of that as well. Also, leg swing back, a little bit inhibited on the back because of this backpack that we've got going on here. Out to the sides, can he ninja kick? I think he'll be able to possibly ninja kick, or maybe not, because no, he's got big feet but he's also got thin feet, so he can't ninja kick, unfortunately. The exhausts obviously will move if you want to get more range of motion out from the knee, so you'll get a good knee bend there, and you'll get all of the toe articulation that you need from the front and the back, almost like a pincer movement there at the front, and this is on a ball as well, so you can get some really great poses out of this guy. As we've already seen, this dude comes with a whole host of accessories, so these first bits here, they kind of tab on here, so you've got these tabs here at the back, and then this section will just tab in here. You need to make sure that this one goes on this side, because otherwise you just get the hollow look, and I don't think anybody really wants to have that hollow look on their Prowl. Let's see if I can get this in without dropping everything. Yep, so there's one in, and then the second one, again, just bring it round here, back, and then we can just tab it in. Yep. Tab everything back in at the back as well. And then you can see that you have his classic big guns coming out of the top. Having these on there really does complete the look. Nice molded detailing, no paint, just simple white, but it really does complete the look on this figure. Looks incredible. Next things to bring out are these guns. So have a better look at these now. Yellow and black, big massive weapons. They have the hands articulate out so you can put it in, and then they have these weird tabs that go in straight into the hand, which I do like a lot better than the X-Transbots ones that kind of fit into the side. So I think that that is a much better way of doing this. Here's the other gun, slightly different. You don't get matching guns, you do get two very different looking guns. So I just undo that, and then they just slot in. So when it comes to holding guns, I do believe this is actually a much better way of holding guns. Another interesting thing that comes with this figure is these little kind of batons that he comes with, which I guess are, you know, nightsticks or electrical cattle prod type implements that, again, they just fit into his hand here so that he can hold them. And he has two of these, so he can, yeah, fight crime with baton. So now just time for the comparison, and we'll start off with the Siege version of Prowl. So you can see there's a real size difference here, even in the bot mode as well. He's much taller than the Siege one. Same with the TT Honglai that's recently come out as well. He towers over that. And then finally, if we bring in the MP10G, so you can see how he would scale with your Masterpiece figures, and I think that he actually does scale quite well, depending on how big you believe Prowl should be next to a Prime. I think he scales okay. I'm alright with this size comparison, especially with the detailing on this dude. I think he looks alright. Let me know your thoughts on that one then. How big should Prowl be stood next to Prime? So all that's left is for me to talk about my final thoughts on this dude. Would I recommend him? Hell yes. I was waiting to pick this dude up for a long time because I couldn't really find the figure anywhere. Now that I've picked him up, I do not regret it at all. Yes, the transformation is a nightmare. Be very careful. Everything is very stiff the first time that you transform this dude. Please watch videos. I would say ignore the instructions and go straight for the videos. People have kind of broke this when they're doing the transformation. I luckily have not. But once you get past that transformation, both modes are absolutely incredible. Really beautiful figure. Looks amazing in both modes. I like the articulation. I like the posability. I like the fact that you can adjust things like this on him to give him a slightly different look as well. Really cool. Really nice. They also do a smokescreen version of this now. I've not picked that up just yet. Dude is like double the price of this one so far that I can see. I haven't found him at a reasonable price, so no doubt I'll probably pick him up at a later date if the price comes down. But the smokescreen version looks incredible as well. Let me know your thoughts on this and everything else down in the comments. Have you picked this dude up? Did you break yours the first time that you transformed him? I came very close. And I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!